This was a big piece of news that we kind of skimmed over because of all the craziness that was going on the past couple of days due to the Transformers Golden Disc collection and all the big drops that were happening on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse. But another piece of news happened and we kind of glazed over it. And we're going to talk about it today, mostly because more information has come up. And it's that of the HasLab Transformers Victory Saber, aka Star Saber and Victory Leo. 2 days ago, September 29th, around lunchtime, it got backed. It finally got over the 11,000 backer mark. They said that they added international orders, and it reached that. And so it looks like Victory Saber is going to happen. Now, as of this recording, there's 9 days left and 10 hours. And it's at about, and this could change by the time you're hearing my voice, it's at about 12,300 backers. They still have a while to go to achieve all the little extra tiers and stuff to get there. At this rate, unless they really fudge the numbers, I think we'll probably get the tier 1 V-Lock cannon with the 2 little blast accessories, which to me is the most important thing out of all of this. The other 2 tiers, the 17,000 stand and the tier 3, which we're going to talk about today, that was recently revealed to us. Those seem like they're going to be a harder road to get to. That's like, again, another extra 5,000 to 9,000 backers from the original intended needed goal. And where are they going to come from? Unless magically these numbers come out of nowhere from the international market, or Hasbro, in my opinion, might just fudge the numbers just to make it happen. It is going to be interesting to see what happens in these last 9 days. It will suck for people who are going to put their hard-earned money into this and not get everything. But at the same time, as long as that V-Lock cannon happens, I could live with that. But the other ones, I could live without them. But what is that new one? So today, CBR.com, comicbookreader.com, got the scoop, got the skinny on what the final tier backer unlock is. Now, of course, Hasbro accidentally showed the shield, and we assumed, oh, it's going to be the shield, and that's it. That kind of, sucks. But there's actually a little something extra, and I don't know, just in my personal opinion, it's not that great. I mean, okay, it's nice that they're including it, but I mean, it's not another, like, oh my god, like, we need this. And on top of the shield that we're going to be getting with Star Saber for the Tier 3 20,000 backers unlock, we're also getting 2 extra Micromasters. But these aren't really anything in terms of unique molds or stuff like that. They're taking the already previously existing Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Autobot Rescue Patrol, which had Stakeout and Red Heat, and they're turning them and giving them slightly different paint schemes to match their Japanese counterparts of Holi and Fire. Now, historically, this makes sense because Holi and Fire in Transformers Victory were based on the old mini-cons from here in America of Stakeout, and at the time he was called Red Hot. Now he's called Red Heat because of trademark reasons, but Red Hot. So it makes sense to do that, but I mean, it's not like there are unique molds. It's just, hey, if you liked that Siege Stakeout, now it's done in Holi color scheme, which it uses a lot of white instead of the traditional black on the Stakeout figure. And as for the Red Hot, Red Heat, or Fire, the repaint difference between the two is very not even noticeable. It's just a lighter coat of coloring across everything, so it's not really a big deal. So you get 2 extra Micromasters that if you didn't get them already, these ones are slightly different than these ones, and they're more accurate to how they looked in the Transformers Victory show. The odd irony in that is if you go on Hasbro Toy Shop, their eBay page, which is where they have tons of their product on discount and everything, if you go to Hasbro Toy Shop's eBay page right now, you could pick up those 2 Micromasters 50% off for $5 American. And depending on, where you are in the world, potentially even free shipping. They sold 800 of these on their clearance eBay account. Again, HasbroToyShop.com. This isn't a sponsored thing. I'm just saying, hey, you want to go get a deal? There's a deal right there. You could pick up these 2 guys, and you'll get them in their original form. So I mean, sure, okay, it's a nice addition. It's better than just getting the shield. And if you're like a really hardcore Transformers Victory fan like I am, sure, to get like a better repaint of the Stakeout mold to match Holi, that's great, because Holi really was like the Bumblebee character of the show. He really was the wheelie of the show. He was that small little character that John, the human character, could, interact with, or Mekon in the terrible dub. And then, I think that Red Hot is just included, or Fire, or whatever you want to call them, just because they came in a 2-pack together. They probably were on the same sprue in the factory. So it just makes sense just to, if you're going to do one, you might as well do the other also, and then have them packed together. I mean, me personally, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. It's a nice addition. Maybe I would have preferred if we got Clipper, some of those like Micromaster characters from Victory that never got a actual toy interpretation. Let's see, count Gigham, but now I'm going into the deep cuts, but that's a whole other story. But at the same time, whatever. It can't be helped. It is what it is. These are the 2 little extras. I mean, the only thing that I could really say about it is I just hope that we even get to that tier. Do we get to the 20,000 tier? It's going to be quite a bit. Also included with these CBR images, we now have full color in-hand prototype colors. So now we know how the toy is going to look in actual plastic, not just CG mock-ups like we saw before. We know now that the blast effects that were included are going to be like a clear kind of green, again matching that of how it was appearing in some of the scenes of the clear, I guess the way that the lighting gimmicks were done with the old anime, used like a clear green kind of extra energy. So hey, pretty cool. Again, I like what I see. It's just, and I've said this over and over and over, my only deal that I've ever had, the only problem I've ever had with this whole thing is just the pricing. But I mean, let's put it this way. If it goes the 20,000, if it goes the full distance, right? Some people are arguing, like I say it's a leader class and a Voyager. Some people are saying it's a commander and a Voyager. So, okay, if it's a commander and a Voyager, it has the V-Lock cannon, it has the stand, it has the 2 Micromasters. Okay, you're getting closer to that $179.99 that it's worth. It's still not there. It still could have been a retail thing. I still stand by, you could have done 2 leader classes, like Victory Leo as a leader class. Now, obviously, he's a Voyager scale, but put the V-Lock cannon, all the extra bits in that box with him to justify that leader class price point. Have Star Saber be another leader class, and do them as a retail thing, and it wouldn't have been $179.99. Some people argue with me that they feel that it's justified, this price, but look, it's the way I see it. I've seen how the pricing has been with Transformers in the past, and how some of it has been a little skewed, and trying to get people to overpay to get a niche character is kind of weird. I mean, we've gotten tons of niche characters in retail and they've sold just fine. But either way, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other story. So here it is. Looks like we're getting some unique repainted Micromasters, but otherwise something that you could pick up for $5 on Hasbro Toy Shop right now. So if you want those guys and you don't want to spend $179.99, they're there waiting for you right now on eBay at 50% off. So check that out, guys. Anyways, let me know what you think about this. We'll see what happens. I haven't backed this guy yet. I'm literally going to be there on the last day, and I'm going to make that decision on the last day. I'm probably going to get it in the end, but I really want to see how this all unfolds when it really happens. I love the character of Star Saber. It's just, it's having me bite my bottom lip when it comes to pricing and stuff like that, especially when how good the prices were for all that Golden Disc collection stuff. Like you're telling me like, oh, now obviously I could see the argument, oh, well, those are repaints and these are original molds that had to be tooled. Yeah, I get that. But man, I had no problem paying full price for like Pterosaur or that orange Tigatron for what those prices were. But this is a little different. This is like 180 and the crazy shipping that they're going to be also dropping on me as a Canadian. I don't know. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow. Either way, guys, let me know what you think, and we're going to have a very interesting Saturday, to say the least, when it comes to streaming this weekend.